Livni and Herzog are no doves, but I do think that they see the conundrum. Israel cannot remain a Jewish and democratic state if it continues to occupy all the land, because one day there will be more Arabs on that land. One day, quite soon, more Arabs on that land. They see it, they understand it, and they believe in a two-state outcome. I have never been convinced that Prime Minister Netanyahu believed in that. So that is a very fundamental difference.
I think that's right. I think that there's always been the Zionism of numbers and the Zionism of borders. Mm-hmm. And Netanyahu comes from the tradition of the Zionism of borders that insists either upon Jabotinsky's idea of borders, of the patriarch Abraham's idea of borders, as if the Bible has a damn thing to do with the state of Israel anyway. Right. And then there's the Zionism of numbers, according to which the whole purpose of the state is that there be a place in which the Jews are permanently the majority. Now, there is an irony here, going back to France and your book, which is this. Israel was founded upon essentially a European kind of nationalism. That is to say, the kind of nation state that Israel was taken from the European idea that every nation should be incarnated in a state and every state should reflect a nation, that the political and the cultural boundaries should coincide. And since they never do, all European nation states had the so-called problem of minorities, which is Israel having reproduced that kind of nationalism, which has no natural understanding of multi-ethnicity at all, but sees it only in terms of the majority and the problem of minorities. Israel has now inherited that problematic structure, and it's very difficult. I mean, I don't know about you. It's a very sad thing to admit, but I have basically given up on the prospect of seeing peace there in my lifetime. I don't believe I'm going to see it.
Yeah, I haven't given up. That's not a rational position, but I've not given up. I guess I've seen, maybe it's the South African in me. You know, I spent my whole childhood hearing about the inevitable cataclysm. It was coming, it was coming. The blacks at the horizon would come and take everything. And my relatives were always saying, when I went out there every December, January, enjoy the swimming pools. Next year they'll be red with blood. Yeah. And it never happened. And why did it never happen? Because of leadership.